Black people, are you tired of dying? Mexicans, are you tired of dying? Chinese people, are you tired of dying? Indians, are you tired of dying? White people, are you tired of dying? Gays, are you tired of dying? It is become an epidemic in itself. We just had one run through here, just like the police did with the gays. They had a free run to kill in this country because no one cared because they were gay. When I was little, I heard all these lies for years. They never made any sense to me. I saw how the police treated the Hispanic and the black because those are who I'm around. And there were a few Oriental and a few whites and a few Indian around me, but not many. There were more black and Hispanic in my area. I didn't know black. I didn't know any of those others. Because in our household, you were given respect and called by your name. And when they left, my mom did not go the black, the Oriental, the Chinese, the this, the Indian. No, she called them by their names. So I didn't distinguish the difference until I went to school. And we started getting pointed out that stuff in books. But then the teachers did their job. When people acted out, they broke it up. When people acted a fool, they saw what was going on. Except for one person. And that was the principal. And I saw that firsthand because at our school, like I said, we were all either black or Hispanic. And there was this bully. And she was black. And she would go bullying people left and right. And she never bothered me until one day she thought, oh, I'm going to go bother this white little girl because I am a bully. A fat one to boot. An ugly one. Because she had two pretty black girls that she hung out with. And she was ugly and fat. The others were thin and pretty. Had long hair. She didn't. And she started to try to bully her. And I was playing with her. And she bullied until finally she got angry because I wouldn't tolerate her bulliness. And I stood up to her. I didn't hit her, but I surely didn't let her hit me, which she thought she was going to do. Why? Because everybody keeps telling women that you can get away with everything and the world will kiss your ass. And we're almost seeing that with Johnny Depp and his wife. Because we saw it in England. They licked her ass clean. But in America, they're actually looking at what's going on in their life and the horribleness she's been putting out towards Johnny Depp, and he doesn't fight back. He is through the courts, but he never physically or verbally abused her. Everybody that's gone in there has lied to help her out. But what helped him out was he made it very clear, I'm recording you. And when she got mad, she let all her venom out and spilled the beans. And she constantly pretended, which hurt all the women that are being abused by their husbands. We don't hear about the men being abused. Why? Because the women don't want to have anything to do with them. They push them away. Oh no, you can't be part of us. But I am. Well, we don't care. You're a man. That's not very Christian, is it? At all. All that hate we keep seeing. Now we're seeing it in Arizona because some bitch is running, a Republican bitch, but she's still a bitch. And she's saying, the wall, because she's Republican. They're not smart enough to go on with anything else. Why? Because the tunnels. We found out there were tunnels crossing to the other side for years. And who had the right to the tunnels? Well, not the poor, but the drug cartels. And when they were no longer going through that area, they would turn that tunnel in and the police would go, no, we found a tunnel. But there was nobody there. And that is the problem. We keep seeing and hearing that bullshit, and we're tolerating it. In Arizona, the Democrats don't throw stones. They explain what they're doing, how they're helping people. They're not saying, oh, you're not Democrat, so we can't help you. They're helping people. The Republicans, all they want to do is help themselves. That's it. No one else. They're not interested in you and me and whatever. Just themselves. And the problem with 75% of those themselves are white. And all they care about is themselves. Then we had our Democrat president, Obama. He saw the indignities that were going on. So what did he do? He corrected it. He knew that he had to stop the stones. Why? Because they throw stones at his people. They throw stones at my people, Hispanics. They throw stones at everybody to get their way. That's why we got Trump. And then Trump did a bunch of dirty deals and was proven they were dirty deals. And then when they didn't put him in office, he sent his own people to die. But his security for that's capital didn't do their job. They didn't protect that capital. So those people came in, destroyed windows, broke furniture, put holes in the wall, destroyed decor. And they walked away freely. All because a man who didn't get voted into office again had a fit. And he thought, we're going to make the Democrats look weak. But it doesn't work that way, sweetheart. You're in office, not us. So that shows Republicans are weak. Republicans spend, and the deficit goes like this. Gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And the Democrats would fix that. We saw that with 2 presidents that I saw. And people made fun of them, the beans. And now they went over and made fun of that other one. But see, the other one was getting a blowjob and still got rid of that deficit at the same time. So he did double tasking. But all the Republicans can do is make the deficit bigger. Obama didn't play that game. He took care of the people. The people. He knew people were trying to get away from abuse. And he made it easier for them to get away. He protected the people. Now we have a crazy bitch saying the wall, we need the wall. Well, pay for it. Because I don't want to pay for that. I have too many potholes around where I live in Arizona. Too many potholes all over Arizona, and they're not fixing it. And the only reason we're getting those potholes is that we fix our area, and then a day later, they come in and put in holes to put in their piping. Well, what they should do is say, this day, you guys are going to put in your holes. And all your piping, and all the plumbing, everything has to be done on this month. So gather your shit together and put it out. And then after that, with your money, we're going to repave the streets, and there will not be any potholes the way we repave it. And that's the kind of governor we need. We don't need her. She can't do the job. All she's talking about, put a wall. Put a wall to the people that want to do the jobs that we won't do. I went to college. I'm not going to go clean toilets. I went to college. I'm not going to clean your floors. I went to college, and I'm not going to clean your yard. Understand that? I'm an American. I was born in Arizona. And I'm not here to be your maid, gardener, plumber, housekeeper. You want to be that? Go for it, sweetie. That's up to you. But to me, I'm not going to do that. You go for it. I'm Hispanic, but I was born here. A lot of us were born here, and we don't tolerate your bullshit. We don't hang on to the slavery that was done on us. We don't hang on to any of that. But we do know that if we get killed by the police won't go and hunt down the killer. We've seen it so many times, even when they forced the information down their throat, as we saw when they killed those black men. They still tried to find a way to let the white people walk away. because the only color they see is blue. They're still trying to find the person who killed that drag queen black woman who fought for the gays. But because he was black, they're trying to cover it up and say, well, he committed suicide. Like the many murders, that reason we have pride now, because we forced them to stop killing us. But secretly they kept killing us and saying, and now we saw a young man go and kill a bunch of children. And the police stood far enough so that they'll be safe. That was in Texas. The one place where everybody has a gun. And this guy's using a machine gun. Okay, who gave him the kit? Who put it together so they could do that? Because see, you're not allowed to have the kit in the system when they sell it. It has to go pop, pop, pop. You have to pull the trigger over and over to get the bullets shooting. And you have to buy a kit so that you can just hold the... and it'll shoot. So I don't know. That's the problem we have to find out. Instead of taking all the guns away, we got to take those kits away so that they stop selling them here in America. We should ban that kit. And if to go, well, then the people in the army, are you an imbecile? The people in the army are a separate section. They're not allowed to sell their guns to us. You can buy a machine gun, but you can't pow, 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 like that. You have to go pow, pow, pow. But I guess there's too many of you imbecile Republicans that don't get that. Take away the guns. No, don't take away the guns. Take away the kits that turn that gun into a machine gun. Take away the machine guns that have the kits in the gun. There you go. We don't need machine guns in America. We need guns to protect ourselves, but we don't need a machine gun to protect ourselves. Yes, the criminals will get that, and we know the police will get that, but they should be staying in those two positions, not in our house. In our house, we should just have a gun. But what do you think? Is it okay for us to be killed and the police not to do their job and find out who the killer was? Well, probably because they're the killer. Aren't they? Do you know? Because that person who helped drive the Pride, she's been murdered, thrown in the lake, and the police has closed that case saying she committed suicide. But she wouldn't have been a fighter like that if she was a person that would do suicide. Because she's not hiding. And she's another black person. Nobody will care. You get it? Another black person, another Hispanic, Chinese, Oriental. We don't get together and stop it. They're going to start killing us. Whether we're gay, straight, whether we believe in God or don't. Are you willing to have your life taken away because of that? I'm not. Let me know by subscribing to my channel, putting the hand up, letting me know you were here, and also tell me what do you think I should talk about and how you feel about the conversation I just had. But remember, AA, see you in church.